So over the past few weeks, Anthropic has released a lot of new incredible features such as Claude COWORK, Claude Skills, Claude Plugins, and I do think it's some of the most impressive stuff that I've seen in a long time, and I see so much potential. But having said that, I personally struggle to understand how are all those things supposed to work together. When do you use skills? When do you use projects? When do you use plugins? So I've been experimenting for the past few weeks, and I actually had this moment the other day when it finally clicked. So today I decided to break it down, and in this video I'm gonna walk you through how I'm using it for different use cases. So hopefully this will give you an idea of how you can set it up in your business. Because I think while the features are so powerful, most people currently are struggling to just like understand like the mental model of this new way of working with an LLM. So let me share my screen and we jump right in. COWORK is only available on a pro account. It's currently, I think, at $17 or $20 or something like that a month. So it's not available on the free account. So you will need to get a pro account if you want to try this feature. And second thing, you need to have it on desktop. So you need to download Claude for your desktop. It's previously only been available for Mac as of like just a couple of days ago, February 15th, I believe. They released it for Windows as well. So you can try it out, but you need to have a desktop version and a pro account at the minimum. This is where I want to show you COWORK. Claude COWORK is an assistant. This assistant can not only give you answers to your questions or brainstorm with you, right? It can create things. So for example, if you want to create a document, a presentation, a lead magnet, a PDF, a dashboard, like all of those things can be created here. Today, I want to show you plugins and skills specifically. You can go to plugins by clicking plugins here in the left right corner. And I mean, things keep changing in Claude because this is still in the research preview, so it might be placed somewhere else, but basically find plugins in either under settings or like somewhere on your screen. And what is a plugin and why has it been so much buzz about it? When you go browsing plugins, you have basically like pre-trained highly skilled employees on certain tasks. So they released a marketing plugin, basically taking care of all your marketing needs, right? Customer support, so triaging tickets, responses, escalating. That's a plugin. You have like search, finance, legal, so like truly like really drafting contracts, reviewing contracts, having different compliance workflows for in legal teams, product manager, productivity, sales. So they basically took like the most common roles in any organization and created a plugin for that. For smaller companies, it's just such an advantage, right? Because within your subscription of like $20, you get those freelancers do different types of tasks for you. Okay, so if you look closely to the marketing plugin, it basically takes care of the questions like drafting a blog post, plan a campaign, review content against brand voice. And the way you can use it, you can just press on one of them, just like explain what you want. I always recommend using voice, so I use Whisper Flow and I just press a button and I would dictate like everything I want to say and then I will send it in. So think of a plugin as a team for a certain purpose that has multiple skills. So for example, within marketing plugin, those skills are brand voice, those skills are campaign planning, competitive analysis, content creation, and performance analytics, okay? So those are the pre-built skills by Anthropic, by Claude, that you can just use. Like when you use this plugin, they already comprehensively described what those skills are. So plugin then becomes a team that hosts people with this specific expertise. So content creation is specific expertise, competitive analysis is specific expertise, and then it basically describes how to do this. So what is the skill? And then you can see what kind of connectors you can install in this plugin. So it could be Canva, you can connect it to Slack. So for example, if you use Slack in your team, then you can just say, okay, all those messages like in this channel go directly into creating content, right? So you can start thinking about what different connectors or tools that you're already using that you connect here to create like true workflows. When it comes to commands, it's basically like it's a shortcut that you can use. So let's say you've had a really in-depth chat about strategy with Claude or about a new product, and then you feel like, okay, now I'm ready to actually create a campaign from it. Then you press this, and then you can either start writing, right, and it will come together, like what do you want to do, or you can always press it here, or you can like press connector and so on. You guide it within a chat by giving it commands. So what has been the biggest unlock for me? For me, it was like this. Okay, I used to use projects, right? It had a lot of context about what I'm doing for a specific task, let's say for YouTube or for my client services or for like social media. And I upload this context and then I just chat there. But what I've done instead now, I've realized that plugin essentially, it's not new functionality, it's just the mental model of like holding things together. So for example, for me, I've already have created, and I've had several videos on that, I've already have created multiple skills for myself. So for example, I have a newsletter writer that I've really designed to fit my purpose, my values, what I want to say, how I want to communicate. I had carousel creator, I have a reel script writer. I've have all those skills, right? Which gave me a really good result. So I could just bring them in a chat. So I was pretty happy with that. So projects in combinations with skills. I realized, what if I create an entire plugin that I call a social media team? Because then in that case, I don't have to jump from project to project. I can explain what I want to my social media team to be doing, and then it will build the team for me. So it's like, imagine coming to a head of HR and say, okay, I have a need for this type of talent, this type of talent, this type of talent, and they should be able to do this and that and that. And this is how I want to do things, right? Which is very important, which I think is so powerful that you can actually create it that fits your vision or how you want to make content. And the reason why it's important, because for me, from the very beginning, my intention with all this, I want everything I create from my POV, from my knowledge. I've been in this space for a very long time, comes from my experience of working with clients, from driving my membership and seeing what people are struggling with. So all of that, like for me, it's not the game about to push out as much content. For me, it's like, how can I create content that is authentic to me, but sort of remove this having to write every single thing myself, right? So that's how I'm setting it up. So my starting point for using this plugin is basically like a voice note, a very long voice note, like what am I thinking today? What have I learned today? What I've seen my clients struggled with, what people in my community are asking about. And from there, I just say, okay, turn it now into LinkedIn, into newsletter, into reel draft, choose different angles, and so on. Or I can say, okay, this is the YouTube video I recorded, and then I just choose this command, which is repurpose, like take my long form into the short and break it down into the short one. So this is a massive plugin for me because I've spent time fine-tuning it on my brand voice. I've pre-trained it on examples of my own content, examples of voice patterns, and all of that. Like I didn't really have to think like, okay, what should I upload to Claude? When I started creating the plugin, it asked me for these things because it understood as a head of HR what I'm looking for. So it started asking questions. I have a content researcher, content ideator. There are different ways you can use or like work with plugins. You can create your own plugin. You can upload a plugin and then you can customize it to your business by pressing this customize button. So for example, this plugin I will upload to my membership, AI Solopreneur Club. So if you're a member there, you will get access to this. So all you will need to do is just to customize it. Press on this button and press customize, and Claude will start asking you questions about your business. What is your goals and so on? What is your brand about? Everything will be around your brand, but you will get access to all of those skills. So you can onboard my social media team. and you will be kind of the owner of that, and you can customize as much as you want. So that is one way. The second way is that you can create it yourself. And then the third one, you can browse plugins. Again, that's what I've showed you. In the beginning, you have already predefined, so you can also customize them. When it comes to creating plugin, let's say you create presentations or keynotes or some sort of like you create a lot of outputs, right? So I want to create a plugin for COWORK that will be responsible for all the presentations, all the digital products, PDFs that I create, keynote presentations. It could just be like workshop presentations, but I want all of them to be in the same style, in my brand colors. And I also want to understand the marketing psychology and the storytelling framework, so it can help me bring my message to the audience. Can you help me with that, please? We just press let's go. So it's asking us some questions. What are your brand colors? Please share hex codes if you have them, or describe the colors. So let's just say I'll upload them. Let's say all of the above: keynote speeches, workshop, dust, lead magnets, all of the above. What storytelling most resonates most with your teaching style? So we can choose if you know what you're going for. I need to learn more first, like this. Let's say we want these colors. I'm just going to take a screenshot here. So it's important to remember that you can always revisit it, and maybe you'll learn some more information. Let's say you attended a workshop or you come across some framework that you're like, oh, I want to use this framework, right, in my storytelling. Then you just upload this information and ask it to improve the plugin or ask it to customize the plugin. Think about it. If you hire the very core, what you need right now, assuming that your needs will grow, assuming that their expertise will grow, and that just will come through the interaction with Claude over time. As a leader, you will have to make sure that it improves and it performs, and you need to give it feedback. Sometimes you might run into limitations in terms of that your credits are out, especially if you're doing some big task. Make sure to alternate between models. Sonnet 4.6 has a larger context window. It just came out a couple of days ago, but I think you can do more of it. And for most tasks that I'm doing, it's more than enough. And then make sure that the extended thinking is off unless you really need it. And the credits will refresh in a couple of hours, so you'll have to wait a little bit. If you're just starting out with this, I think just experiment how much you can get out on the $20 plan. So now Claude is done working. A new plugin is called Brand Studio, Elena Brand Studio. It has skills, so it has a skill of presentation creator, brand design system, storytelling frameworks, like literally everything we ask for in this very short basic prompt. And here it's important that you review that, read through this skill. And if there is anything that you don't like or it just doesn't make sense, then you just prompt it further here. You say, this skill, I have additional points that I want you to keep in mind. You know, if you want to make sure that it doesn't use any AI language or like AI patterns, you just say, make sure it doesn't use any AI patterns or AI speak. So you can customize and it will go ahead and update the skill. And then there is the storytelling framework. If you're happy with it, you can just add it to your plugins. So that's it. Now you've added into the plugin. So now we can go here and you can see that I have new plugin called Elena Brand Studio that is responsible for these things. Now we're going to put it to the test. We go back to Claude COWORK. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put / and then I'll choose the workshop. Here I want to say, I want to create workshop slides for a workshop that I'm going to be holding for entrepreneurs on how to use new features in Claude. So Claude Plugins, Claude COWORK, Claude in Chrome extension, and all basically new releases in January, February 2026. So it should include different use cases that are relevant for business owners who have very small or no teams, for someone who creates content and creates digital products or provides services. So it could be pretty broad, but I want concrete use cases and examples. And also a couple of ways of how to start with those tools in a way that it makes sense for the best efficiency. So go ahead and create this workshop slides for me, please. That's it. And By the way, I think I've mentioned before, I'm using a tool called Whisperflow. So I literally stopped writing in Claude. I always use my voice. We've activated the command that we know we want to create a workshop. It takes the context from like what we've taught it. It goes ahead and it searches the web because I have Claude Chrome connection enabled. So it just goes ahead and takes over my browser and searches for things. So now we're just going to watch our employee create the first draft. So it asks how long is the workshop. So let's say I'm thinking more like 30 minutes. I mean, it's just part of my workshop. So let's say set up COWORK. What's the CTA? I joined the AI Solopreneur Club. It already knows like what my main offer is, and then there's a path for them if they want to have more one-on-one work. We can see the presentation. It took approximately 5 minutes, I want to say, and I had to give it like some more pointers. And here's the presentation. We can open it in Keynote. It covers COWORK plugins, Chrome extension. It explains what it is. I mean, that's quite incredible. It gives the specific for solopreneurs, some examples, how to use Chrome extension, real use cases, right? Use case 1, content creation workflow. Like, this is amazing. And it used all the colors that we gave it, right? So it's in our color palette. We could have fine-tuned it more and give it more fonts, or we can even ask to create some sort of visuals. So this is how I think now. If we see plugin as a team, what does it need to know in order to perform its tasks? And then we build that as skills. We create a plugin, then we build the different skills, we refine it until we're happy, we can set visual standards, we can do whatever we want. So for example, if I decide to create a paid workshop for Claude COWORK, like really in-depth stuff, ask it to create a lead magnet, specify, what kind of audience I want to attract, and it will create that. So to me, it's really mind-blowing. Like once I started thinking in terms of plugin first, what are the jobs to be done in my business, then everything started falling into place. And then the skills come on board, then all the other things come on board. But this is how I'm thinking about it now and how I'm setting it up now for my business. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you got some new ideas of how you can start using plugins in your business. And if you want to use my social media team plugin, you'll find it in my membership called AI Solopreneur Club. I leave the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.